I cannot quite believe what I've just seen. Genuinely, what have I just seen on show here today? This is the craziest football match of the season. And I thought we would do it. At the end, I thought we'd do it, man. It's like I don't know how to react because it's the best comeback I've seen Arsenal do. Like, what is it? Is it the best comeback in the Premier League this season? It might be one of the best comebacks of all time if Arsenal finished it off, but could not find a winner. We couldn't, man. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, if we just found that final goal, if we just found that fourth goal and won this game, it would literally be such a boost to the team. Bearing in mind, I've said this whole season, well, for the last 5-6 weeks, Arsenal have been playing so bad, like genuinely not good, but we've been scraping victories. But if we found another one just today, just right at the end, Trossard hitting the bar, so many penalty calls for it, Nketiah blocking a goal potentially. Oh my God. I'm just sitting there thinking, why, oh why could we not just get that final goal, man? Why could the Premier League not just give us a penalty? Why? Why not, man? Why not make it interesting? Oh, it just infuriates me, man. Infuriates me. Going into this game, I genuinely thought this was going to be like a simple 3 points. Like, I know Southampton at the bottom of the table, but I've watched a lot of football this season. And I've watched a lot of Southampton. And newsflash, Southampton are not a good football team. No matter what you saw today, they are not good. They're bottom of the table for a reason. This isn't bottom after 4 or 5 games. This is bottom after 32 games. Yet they came and gave Arsenal a real go here. They played brilliant stuff. Now, it's half of it is on Arsenal because we played absolutely terribly. Yet we still almost found a way to win this football match at the death, man. Crazy, crazy season. I'm sitting there thinking 8 minutes added on. I was like, we have to score. There's no way you lob on 8 minutes and we don't score a goal. But we didn't. It ended 3-3, and I'm there thinking, oh, I just want that one goal, man. Just that one goal, bro. Why? I would have hit the roof. Like when we made it 3-3, and then I saw the board come up with 8 minutes, I was like, oh my God, it's in the stars. We're gonna win this. There's no way we don't have eight. We don't have. There's 8 minutes on. We don't score a final goal. I'm convinced, but that's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes. Oh, so annoying. Let's get into your comments straight away. Max Johnson, what a game. Unbelievable, absolutely unpredictable, dramatic, incredible game I've ever watched this season. It was so good, man. Like, for the majority of that game, I was punching and screaming and doing everything you can imagine as an Arsenal fan, thinking these boys are bottle jobs, throwing it away. And don't get me wrong, we are still bottle jobs because we should have won this football match. I don't care if you're 3-1 down. You should have won this at the start. But either way, we find a way back into the game. And then Odegaard scores. I'm like, hang on a minute. There's 3 minutes on for normal time. I know they're going to lob on a bit of time for all the injuries and time wasting. Then Saka scores, and we're still not added time yet. And then I see 8 minutes lobbed on. I'm thinking, this has to be a win, bro. 8 minutes on, we're throwing bodies at them. Southampton had crumbled by when Southampton literally crumbled. As soon as we made it 3-2, they crumbled, bro. They were at 6 and 7. They didn't know what to do. What can you do when a team's relentless pushing you? They've got about 9 attackers on the pitch. What can you do for your Southampton? All you can do is just shield up and pray that they don't score another one. And we were that close. Trossard hitting the bar. Partey with the most criminal shot of all time. That is, honestly, he deserves to get fined for that shot from Partey at the end. What the hell was that, bro? Why are you shooting from 40 yards out? Give the ball to Odegaard and let that brother cook, man. That was our game plan, but it was just not. That final goal, man, like a penalty as well. Even I was thinking, surely Jesus getting pushed in the back. I saw Rob Holding give away a penalty against Jota at Liverpool the other day for a similar thing, just a little push in the back. It's not to be, man. It's not to be. Is the title gone? In my opinion, it is. If we won this game, the title's still there for us, but dropping points Southampton, the title's gone for me. It is. We need to beat Man City, and even that is a far stretch, just to be honest. If we beat Man City, it's back on, but for me, title gone, to be completely honest about it, man. Southampton must be gutted. They must be, but so am I, bro. Like, I know Southampton are gutted given where they are on the table and how they expected after being 3-1 up with 5 minutes left to win that football match. But I'm gutted, bro. I'm an Arsenal fan. Going into this game, I thought this was the most nailed-on 3 points you're going to get. You're playing Southampton at home, bottom of the table, bro. Struggling for their lives. I watched a lot of Southampton recently, and they're terrible, man. Genuinely terrible. But we played terribly. Like, I'm going to go through the game after I get through your comments because there's so much to go through. And I could be here all night, to be completely honest, on this stream. But my days, man, my days. Arsenal, they never fail to put you through the blender. Never failed to do it. Southampton had this game, bro. Unreal, just unreal. They did, man. They had it in the bag. But Arsenal find a way back in games. I don't know what it is, man. We're the most topsy-turvy football team ever. Like, we never make life easy. I watch Man City, right? And it's like a classical music. It's like a choir. It's just so... It's like they lull you to sleep. Oh, they're 3-0 up after 30 minutes. Such a simple game. Leicester make a little comeback. Not really. We win 3-1. With Arsenal, it's like rock and roll, topsy-turvy football, roller coaster stuff. Like, we're playing Southampton bottom of the table. Easiest 3 points. I think Gary Neville summed it up perfectly, by the way. He goes, if this was Man City versus Southampton, you wouldn't even bother turning your TVs on. You just expect Man City to win this game. Because it's Arsenal versus Southampton, you just expect something special to happen. And it does. It does, man. That's football. Evening, everyone. Evening, Mohammed. Welcome into the chat, my friend. Maybe a valuable point for Arsenal. Doubt it. But to me, title is over. Agree. You can't drop points at home to relegation sides. You cannot. And I agree. Look, if we came back and won this game 4-3, what a title boost it would be. I still don't think we'd win the title just because we're showing too many vulnerabilities. Way too many vulnerabilities recently. And in the running, you can't show any weakness. And we're showing weaknesses for fun, it seems. But look, if we'd won this game of like a final goal, it would have been a brilliant boost. We draw 3-3. It's still 2 points dropped for me. I don't care what anyone says. 2 massive points dropped. We have to beat Man City now. And am I confident in us doing that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Also drew against Southampton. Indeed, we did, Mohammed. 3-3. Man City's the champions. It's looking that way. If only Arsenal didn't blow 2-0 leads to Liverpool and West Ham. Yeah, look, the Liverpool game, I'm not worried about. The Liverpool game, it's one of those things. It's Anfield. West Ham, I'm pissed. And this game, I'm pissed. West Ham and Southampton, you do not drop points. Someone asked me the other day saying, if Arsenal don't win the league, is it a bottle job from Arsenal? I said, it depends. If Arsenal don't win the league because we win every game from now to the end of the season, but lose at the Etihad, and we lose the league on goal difference, that's not a bottle job for me. That's football. But if we lose the league, and I said if we lose or we drop points to Southampton and West Ham, that's a bottle job. And also drop points to Southampton and West Ham, we're bottling it. And we bottled it, plain and simple. I don't care that we made it back to 3-3. It's a bottle job. You got to win this game, man. With 8 minutes added on at the end, you win that game. Criminal things, bro. Do you think Rodri shoots from 40 yards out for Man City? No, he doesn't, bro. No, he doesn't, man. Criminal from Partey. Just the little things that wasn't done right at the end of the game, man. Not done right. Tough start. Very tough start from Ramsey. I can get into that as well. Exciting finish. I was surprised by 8 minutes added time. I expected maybe 6. So did I, man. But when I saw 8 minutes added on, I was like, yeah, got to win this game, bro. Like, the Premier League's literally giving us a boost. They literally were like, you know what? Have 8 minutes, cook. Cook with those 8 minutes. But it's right, though. Like, we should bring back the World Cup timings, in my opinion. Because Bazunu, this brother was wasting his time. Every time the ball went out of play, wasting their time. Now, I'm not getting on Southampton for this. 100% do that. I see why you're doing it. You're bottom of the table. It's a massive 3 points for you. Waste as much time as you want. Genuinely, that I have no problem with them doing that. But if they're going to do that, there has to be a consequence. They can't waste time and just have a benefit. The consequence is lob on as much added time as necessary. Lob on 13, 14 minutes like the World Cup. But they're not doing that. That's what I think they should do. So feel free to waste time, but we're still going to lob on minutes at the end of the game. That's what I believe should be done. So yeah, nothing wrong with Southampton for doing that. I'm not getting on them whatsoever. Look, if we're 3-1 up at Man City, we're doing exactly the same thing. We're sitting 10 men behind the ball and we're wasting as much time as possible. Trust me when I say that. I jinxed it. I said Arsenal was going to trash Southampton and look what happened. I mean, I think a lot of people expect that. I expect Arsenal to win comfortably as well. It's one of those things, man. It's Arsenal, bro. Arsenal they never make football easy. They never make life easy, man. Never. Why? If Man City played this game, I guarantee it would have been the most routine 3-0 victory of all time. I guarantee it, bro. Man City, Southampton on Friday Night Football, easy 3-0 Man City win. 2 goals in the first half, third goal in the second half, then they would have taken off Rodri, Haaland, etc. Why, when we play, is it always difficult? Doesn't matter if we play West Ham, Liverpool, or Southampton, top of the league, bottom of the league, it's always a difficult game for Arsenal. Why? Why can nothing be routine for us, man? It's crazy. Ramsdale passing balls to Southampton play didn't help either. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. When the title running comes, you got to see what you're made of, yeah? And you can't make silly mistakes early. And that from Ramsdale was criminal off the bat, man. Terrible pass. Then Alcarez shoots, bro. And for me, he's still got to save it. I'm gonna get to player ratings towards the end of the stream, but he's got to save it, man. He's got to save it. Arsenal must be careful against Man City on Wednesday. What is the thing against Man City on Wednesday, right? Because for me, the title's over unless we beat Man City. And I don't think we're going to beat Man City. But pressure's off. Pressure's off. The handbrake's off. If we beat Man City, the title's back on. But it's a massive if. A massive, massive if. And look, even if we beat Man City, there's no guarantee we're going to beat Newcastle, beat Brighton. Because if we play anything like this, we're not getting points against any of those teams. How are we dropping points in 3 consecutive matches? That's what I always say about Arsenal, man. It's never one and done with us. It's never a loss and bounce back. Whenever Man City lose a game, they bounce back. Whenever Man City draw a game, they bounce back. With us, it's draw. We don't bounce back, we draw again. We don't bounce back, we draw again. That's what's cost us this season. Losing to Man United didn't cost us. Drawing to Southampton didn't cost us at the start of the season. It's it's losing to Everton, then following up with a draw to Brentford, then following up with a loss to Man City. It's 1 point out of 9 that cost us. Yeah, we can win 7 games in a row afterwards, but then again, 3 points out of 9. How, bro? How? In back-to-back matches, you cannot overcome a defeat or draw. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. You need to bounce back in football, and Arsenal not showing that. Oh, Trossard was so close to win that game. Oh my God, man. What I would have paid. I would have given my left leg to see that ball just hit the underside of the bar and go in, man. Why could it not, man? Why could it not? Just make the bar a little bit taller and it would have happened. When Southampton made it 3-1, I thought Arsenal could come back to drop and not win. I was almost wrong. Look, when they made it 3-1, that was a sucker punch. Complete sucker punch, to be completely honest. It's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. I still thought at 3-1, even then I thought, you know what? We get a goal back early, anything can happen. Because, look, momentum's a massive thing in football. I talk about momentum in terms of chasing a title, avoiding relegation. There's also momentum in games. Like, as soon as you got that second goal back, as soon as Odegaard scored that goal, Southampton crumbled. Like, literally, they were at 6 and 7. They didn't know what to do. And suddenly, we had life. We scored straight away again through Saka. Then we were pouring it on them, blow after blow, and we just could not find the win, man. It's one of those things. All right, mate, what a nightmare. Yeah, what a nightmare indeed, man. What a nightmare. I'm not happy with this point. Make no mistake about it. I know I'm sounding exuberant and excited, but I'm not happy with this point one bit. This is a terrible result. Absolutely terrible. I know Gary Neville said in commentary that you take the point, but no, you don't, in my opinion, bro. It's Southampton bottom of the table at home. We've already drawn to West Ham. We've already drawn to Liverpool. If we won against Liverpool and West Ham and drew here, it's not the end of the world. But you can't follow up 2 draws with another draw, in my opinion. You have to find a way to win that football match. The Arsenal fans were leaving. They came back. It's like Real Madrid versus Man City, Champions League semi-finals. Honestly, man, I don't blame them for leaving early, to be completely honest, because that game was annoying me, man. Nothing was working. I mean, they showed a stat, right? And after about 84 minutes or something, Arsenal had not had a shot on target in the second half. Imagine, you played 40 minutes in the second half and you didn't have a shot on target. How does that make any sense? Like, everything we were doing, right, was just passing without any incision and passing without purpose. I always say, bro, when you're passing the football, pass with purpose. This isn't rugby where you pass backwards and diagonally. Pass with purpose. The game plan should have been simple. Both Southampton's fullbacks were booked. Get the ball to Saka, get the ball to Martinelli, let them cook and flood the box. That's all you got to do. Flood the box, man. But you didn't. The ball wasn't given to Saka and Martinelli enough. Every time those two players got the ball, it was a cook fest. They knew exactly what to do. They had a 100% success rate, taking on Perrault and Carl Walker-Peters. It was brilliant, but we were not doing it enough, man. Not doing enough whatsoever. Man City treble is on. It is indeed, man. It is indeed. Arsenal throwing it away, man. Throwing it away. Fabio, no words, but he's seriously rubbish. I was cursing when he started. Look, I always backed my players, yeah, but I knew when Fabio Vieira started, I was like, this is not the play, bro. He's too weak. He's not good enough, man. I would have rather Smith Rowe started. I don't know why he can't get a game. Or even, I wouldn't even have minded if he played Trossard in that space. Because I was saying before the game, you know what? Why not play Trossard there? Because Trossard doesn't stay wide anyway. He always cuts into midfield anyway. So you may as well play him there. Why not? Why not? But he didn't. He tried Fabio Vieira. Doesn't work, bro. We need to loan him to Pure Gym before he gets any minutes on the football pitch, to be completely honest. Yeah, man. What? Bro, it's literally a piss take, man. That expression, I know it's saying face orange frowning, but I'm telling you, it's an annoyed face. And that's me too, man. It's a result that's no good to either team. Agree. Southampton won't feel a point gained after conceding so late. I agree, but they would have taken a point at the start of the game. So I think it's a better point for Southampton, man. Genuinely, it's a better point for Southampton than it is for Arsenal. Also, this is a bad point. Very bad point. First goal was a gift, agree, but Southampton's second goal is probably the prettiest scoring play they've had all year. And that's saying a lot, because that was a gift as well. Gabriel's body position was criminal. First of all, Odegaard giving the ball away midfield for that second goal. Terrible, just a blind pass over his shoulder. I don't know whether he's been trained to play that pass and someone should be in that space or what, I don't know. But at that point, you got Gabriel, yeah? You know Walcott's going to make a run inside you. If the ball goes out wide, that's no danger. There's no danger of them having the ball on the wings. The danger is when they make that run in between you, in behind you. Gabriel's body position was absolutely criminal. I made a run in behind, and that's what they scored, man. That's what they scored from. Teams down the bottom are happy Southampton didn't win. They are, but look, not many of those teams would get a point at the Emirates, to be completely honest. What has ESR got to do to get on that pitch? I don't think Arteta fancies him. I think he's gone in the summer. Genuinely, I think he's gone, man. Properly, I think he's gone. So next league game, Man City versus Arsenal. Yes, and I will be covering that on this channel. Needs to be a win, basically, though. Needs to be a win, man, because the title's over. Unless we beat Man City at the Etihad, the title is over. And for me, I don't see that happening. Even the draw isn't a good result at the Etihad, to be completely honest. We need to bounce back now because we've dropped points in 3 consecutive matches. How it is basically is we've won 1 and lost 2. That's why draws don't help in football, man. In the olden days, where it'd be 2 points for a win and 1 point for a draw. Get as many draws as you, it's a very good result. But nowadays, a draw is like a loss. It's like a B-Tech loss because the only thing a draw's good for is stopping the other team winning. But Southampton are nowhere near us. So we don't really care about stopping them winning. We needed the 3 points ourselves and we didn't get it, man. I don't think Man City will win out in the league. But even if they lose points, now I can't really think Arsenal win all the other matches. That's a very good point, man, because Arsenal have shown their liability to collapse. We've shown it plain and simple, man. We're collapsing in the key moments. And that's not a good sign. You can't show any vulnerabilities in the running. As soon as the run inside, yeah, you think about Anfield, you go to West Ham and you play Southampton at home. Games where you're thinking, look, they're all teams below us in the table, obviously, because we're first. Anfield's a tough game, but West Ham away and Southampton at home, easy games. I'm thinking at least 7 points. But we don't. We get 3 points. Like, it is a capitulation. Genuinely, Arsenal bottling the league. I'm an Arsenal fan. Any Arsenal fan that tells you Arsenal not bottled the league, they're lying. Or they're trying to cover up their skin. They're trying to save face. Arsenal have bottled this league. We've handed it on a plate to Man City. Guys, deep this right here, yeah? In the space of the time that Arsenal played 3 matches, Man City have played 1 Premier League match, yeah? And yet Arsenal have thrown away the league. How does that make any sense? How in the space of playing 3 matches have we accumulated the same points as Man City playing 1 match and basically made them favourites? Before a ball was kicked at Anfield, Arsenal were favourites to win the Premier League. Agree? Before Arsenal kicked the ball at Anfield. Now, after kicking a ball against Southampton and that game being finished, right? Having Arsenal played 3 matches in the Premier League and Man City playing 1, Arsenal suddenly become second favourites and runners-up for the Premier League. And Man City become clear favourites. It's criminal, man. Absolutely criminal. Run coming for Alcarez, AFC. I'm not surprised, my friend. I'm not surprised. I think the 3-point system is a good one, though. I agree it is, but it's not helping Arsenal one bit, man. But yeah, it is good. It is a good system. 100%. I agree with it. It encourages teams to not sit back and draw. But even so, man, if you're Arsenal, you got to win this game, man. You got to win this game. You don't take a point. I don't care, man. I thought it was there for the end of us. But let me recap this game from start to finish for those of you that missed it. If you did miss it, you missed a hell of a game, by the way. So after about 45 seconds, right? Less than that. I think about 25 seconds. Ramsey has the ball and he plays a shoddy pass. I think it's to Zinchenko. It's a lazy pass. Undercooks it, definitely. And then it comes through to Alcarez, who bends it into the top corner. Ramsey got a palm to it, but not enough. And that's what Southampton taking lead 1-0. And I instantly got PTSD from the Bournemouth game. And I was thinking, oh, come on. At least you know what? It is what it is. If you're going to concede at the start of the game, right? It gives you the maximum time to get back in it. But even so, we were pushing a little bit, but nothing really concrete. Martinelli was having most of the joy, to be completely honest. But then Southampton got another goal. Poor pass again. And this time, Alcarez again, who was so unlucky to get stopped off at half-time, by the way. Brilliant through pass. Through to Walcott. And he slides it into the back of the net, man. Brilliant goal for Southampton. At that point, I'm thinking, oh my days. Every time Southampton go forward, they're going to score. It's like a hot knife through butter. We have nothing at the back. We can't defend for our lives. Now we get back in it and we score through Martinelli. And by the way, I thought, what's it called? It was going to be out. Like, I thought Saka dribbled the ball out of play, to be completely honest. But I don't know, man. It's one of those things. It's crazy. But look, we scored. We made it 2-1. I'm thinking, that's it. Back in the game. And we pushed a little bit in the first half, but didn't really have any more concrete chances. We come out in the second half. I'm not expecting a reaction. Southampton, they took Alcarez. Unlucky, like I said. He played really well. And they bring on another defender, man. Another centre-back. And at that point, I'm thinking, right, they've shut up shop. It's a bit early to do such a thing, but they've done it. And to be fair, it worked for them. Like, shoving 5 at the back was working for Southampton because they were defending very well. But we didn't do enough. Like, when they put 5 at the back, I know it means they're going to defend well, but that gives you the incentive then to attack and attack well and attack down the wings. But what we were doing is we were just crossing the ball in the box. That's meat and drink for 3 tall centre-backs. That's what they want. You think those tall, bulky centre-backs want to be defending against the ball on the ground, slick movement? No, they don't. They want to be defending balls in the air so they can head it out. They're slabheads, man. That's what they do for a living. When Arsenal started playing the ball on the ground and diagonal balls to Jesus in the pockets for him to roll the centre-backs, that's when we were getting our joy. Not when we were just linking the ball, not when we were just licking it into the box and expecting something to happen, man. It's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. But when we got our joy was when that happened. Either way, they get a corner, right? And just terrible defending from the corner again. We concede too many goals to corners. Like, our set pieces used to be good, like, defending them. This whole season were good, but recently, terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Like, it happened to Bournemouth the other week as well. Now, I know we won that game, but conceding from a corner, this one, another one. Flick on at the near post, head it at the back post. It's the most routine blueprint corner of all time. Every team runs it, bro. Near post corner, flick on, back post header, bro. It's the most easiest thing in life. We don't defend it. We don't. And that's 3-1. A lot of people thinking game over. And I don't blame you thinking game over. I still thought, look, we get one back, anything can happen. I know what football's like, man. You get a bit of momentum, you can still win this football match. We do eventually get one back. Honestly, when I lost hope around the 85th minute, literally a minute later, we scored through Odegaard. It's crazy. He scores a brilliant goal. And that just gave the crowd life. And then Saka scored straight after. At that point, I'm thinking, oh my God, 8 minutes on, get this goal. Trossard does a shot, deflected over. Jesus penalty shout. Nketiah penalty shout. It's limbs everywhere in the box. Chances, but nothing quite concrete. And in the end, Partey blazes one over, and he should be fined, docked £1 million for that one. I'm joking, by the way, but he should be fined for that shot, because that was criminal. And then we throw it away, man. We throw it away. We draw a 3-3, terrible result. And it now is firmly in Man City's grasp unless we win at the Etihad. And even if we win at the Etihad, bro, like, we still got to win our remaining games. Do you have any confidence Arsenal beating Newcastle, Brighton, etc.? Because I don't at this rate. This is why the Prem, you never know what could happen. You got Snapchat, I do, but I'm not going to give it out on stream. This is why the Prem is the best. You never know what could happen. I don't use Snapchat, by the way, Jordan. Not really, like rarely. Holding versus Haaland, Gulp. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, man. Saliba, get back on that pitch, bro. If you're fit enough to sit at the stadium with your head between your hands, get on that pitch, bro. Pump your ass with steroids and get on that pitch. I'm not hacking it, man. I'm not hacking Holding playing. Because, look, this is the thing with Holding, right? A lot of people were saying, oh, he's Holding, bro. Like, he's had good games. I made this point before, but I appreciate not a lot of people would have been Arsenal fans in my previous stream watching it. So let me make this point again, yeah? People love to bring up Holding's game against Man City and Chelsea in the FA Cups, bro. In the 2017 FA Cup final, yeah? 6 years ago, they bring up that game. Bro, there's a reason you bring up his game from the 2017 final. It's because that was his last good game for Arsenal. It's been 6 years since Holding's had a good game. You think people bring up Gabriel Saliba's game from 6 years ago? You think people bring up Gabriel Jesus' performance for Man City from 6 years ago? They don't, because they have good performances week in, week out. The reason these Arsenal fans keep going, oh, but Holding pulled a blinder, they'll show a compilation from the 2017 FA Cup final. Brother, that was 6 years ago, man. He hasn't put in a good performance for 6 years. There's a reason you show that replay. There's a reason he's not good enough, man. And I'm convinced, look, you're a Premier League footballer for a reason. Every Premier League footballer is a footballer for a reason. They're going to perform good every other game. Look, Alcarez today in that first half played amazing. Does that mean he's a brilliant player? No. But that's how football is. Just because you played good in one game, I'd expect that. The top players perform good week in, week out. Well, you don't have to show them a highlight from 6 years ago. You show them a replay from last week. That's what you should do. But no, Holding again. He's been in the team for 5 games now, and he's cost us in 3 of those matches. He's cost us. Well and truly, he's not good enough. A leopard doesn't change their spots. And you can say I'm negative. You can say I'm this. No, it's because he's not good enough, bro. He's not, man. Don't have him in this team. We need an upgrade. You can't have Saliba out and Holding's in Anne's place. It's like Maguire for Man United. Bad things happen. When Diaz goes out, it's Akanji. When Akanji goes out, it's Laporte. When he goes out, it's Stones. Man City have cover. We have Holding. There's a difference, man. There's a difference. Look, if Saliba's playing for Arsenal, yeah, we beat West Ham and we beat Southampton, I'm convinced. We maybe don't beat Liverpool, but we beat those 2 teams for sure. That's the difference, man. That's the difference. Not good enough. Saliba back from Etihad, bro. I don't care. Can I be mod? To be fair, I don't really need mods, to be honest with you, man. No one's really been disrespectful in the chat, and if so, I can remove them myself. So I don't really need mods right now. I would take Saliba with 1 leg over Holding. Bro, fully, man. Fully. I would take Saliba with 60% of fitness over Holding, man. Not even joking. Holding is dreadful. He is absolutely terrible, man. And I don't care, man. Arsenal fans can say I'm pessimistic. I'm not. I'm a very optimistic person. But I'm sorry. When fans are talking about his performances from 6 years ago, it just makes me cringe. Genuinely, it makes me cringe. It's like this, it's the same fans that go, oh, we can beat Man City on Wednesday because we beat them in the FA Cup in 2020 and in the FA Cup in 2017. Bro, those are FA Cup games. Arsenal are FA Cup team. Show me the last time we beat them in the league. Then I'll get excited. Now, I'm not being pessimistic. I think we can beat Man City. Of course we can. Do I think we will? No, but I'm not going to get annoyed about that. I'm not going to start reviewing the Man City game early saying we've lost to Man City because what's that do? It's defeatist attitude. I'm on my team's side. Why can't we beat Man City at the Etihad? We can. Of course we can. So I'm not going to speak that game too early, but don't talk about this game saying, oh, but we beat Man City in the FA Cup 2 years ago. We beat them in the FA Cup the last 2 times. Bro, it's the FA Cup, man. We always perform in the FA Cup. Holding turns into Maldini in the FA Cup. That's why the Arsenal fans call him Holdini. Like, bro, don't show me those games, man. Don't show me no FA Cup games. Don't show me no Holding highlights from 2017. The brother is crap. Vieira, Holding, 2 key players missing, and the team exponentially decreases in quality. Tell me how that happens for any other football club on planet Earth. How do you miss 2 players, yeah? Not even our 2 biggest players. Like, when Gabriel Jesus was out of the team, we survived. Like, we actually survived with Nketiah and Trossard. When Partey was out of the team, we survived. Barely, but we survived. Saliba's out of the team, and Holding comes in, and we don't survive. What does that tell you? The brother's not good enough, man. He's not. Xhaka comes out of the team, and in both matches, Xhaka out of the team, we struggled. Bournemouth, we struggled, and we struggled today as well against Southampton with Xhaka not in the team. Another time that we don't have key players, and we're struggling. I'd rather they put White at centre-back and record Cedric. Genuinely, I would not be annoyed with that whatsoever, man. Like, Holding is crap, bro. Crap. So if Arsenal don't win the league this year, can you see a title challenge next year? Yes, but we won't have a good a chance as this. Arsenal can win the league next year, but don't wait for next year. Don't wait for the opportunity for next time. While you've got the chance, make it happen, bro. You're not going to get a better chance this season with how bad the other teams are. We can push in next season. I have full faith that this team can challenge again next season, 100%. But I don't have faith that that Liverpool aren't going to be back. I don't have faith that Chelsea aren't going to be back. United aren't going to get better, etc. All these teams are going to get better. So we got to stay good as well. And that's going to be very tough. We're going to need to recruit well in the summer. We're going to need to put away the wins we can right now, bro. It's on a play. West Ham and Southampton. West Ham away, Southampton at home. Man City locking for 6 out of 6. I guarantee it, bro. Man City, that would be the easiest, most routine 6 out of 6 for them. They wouldn't even break sweat. With Arsenal, it's sweat, bro. You conceding 5 goals against those teams in 2 games. It's terrible, man. Jazabi, welcome to the chat, my friend. Make sure you subscribe for new idea. Anyone else that's just joined in, subscribe, man. Football-related content, Arsenal-related content. This is the place. A win should have been a win, but it's not, bro. That's how it is in football, man. It's how it is. Yes, Tommy, midfield and defensive cover. Yeah, but we need to sign some players. That's the thing, man. I'm waiting for a title race that is more than 2-horse race. We've been waiting for that for a long time, to be honest, man. Do you see Real Madrid fans bring up Modric and Benzema's performance from 5 years? Exactly, C1. They don't, bro. Arsenal fans are the only fan base on planet Earth, bro, and it irks me to bring up games against teams from 5 years ago or performances from 6 years ago. Arsenal fans, we beat Man City in the 2020 FA Cup on the way to win the FA Cup. Holding had a brilliant game in the 2017 FA Cup final. Brother, that was 5 years ago and 3 years ago. You think Man City bring up a win against Arsenal from 2018? They bring up the win from Arsenal this season. They bring up the win from Arsenal last season because they do it consistently. Real Madrid fans, Liverpool fans, no other fan base on planet Earth loves to bring up results from seasons gone by. They don't. They worry about the team right now. No, I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be pessimistic because genuinely we can beat Man City. But get all this, I don't swear on the chance, but get all this, like whatever, this malarkey, this joke thing, talking about performances from ages ago and wins from ages ago. This is a team right now, bro. This is a team right now. We can beat Man City. But we ain't going to beat Man City playing like the 2020 Arsenal or the 2017 Arsenal. We're going to beat Man City playing like this Arsenal. Not the team that bowls at Southampton and West Ham. The team that performed at the start of the season. The team that performed against Liverpool at home. The team that performed against Tottenham away. That's the Arsenal that can beat Man City. Will we show that Arsenal? Who knows? One big part of that is Saliba back on that pitch, bro. Bring a doctor, bro. Pay him £1 million, £2 million. The best doctor on planet Earth. Bring him here, bro. Saliba needs to be back. I agree. Trossard should start for Vieira. Why not, man? Runs at players, breaks the lines, close ball control, and can tackle. Everything Vieira cannot do. Exactly, man. Exactly. Look, Trossard doesn't stay wide anyway. He's always getting shouted at by Arteta and the coaching staff to stay wide when he plays left wing. So why not play him in that position anyway? Vieira does nothing, bro. Genuinely, he does nothing, man. Like, honestly, this is the thing, right? With Trossard, he's going to run at people, exactly what you said, Scott. And you need that. Because when teams sit 5 at the back and 4 in midfield, right? If you pass the ball left to right, like what Arsenal do, playing rugby, basically, diagonal and backwards passes, that doesn't do anything. The team just shift. You need someone to run at you. Because when you run at someone, yeah, they're forced to commit. They're forced to either commit by fouling you, pressing you, or backing off. Either way, you're forced to take an action. Why Arsenal had so much success is because Odegaard picked up the ball and he decided, I'm just going to run with it. Do a little bit of jinky moves and make some forward incisive passes. That is what helped us. When you've got Vieira on the pitch, this brother just passes, bro. Like, he just passes. He can't tackle in transition. He can't run in transition. We're getting sold with him in the team. He's a standby, bro. He's a bystander. He's like a mannequin, a training con out there. So, yeah, I would have started Trossard as well, to be honest. What's wrong with Xhaka? Illness. He should be back for the City game. Just some illness, man. I think, to be fair, I think he got a bit carried away. I think he lost a bit of composure, to be honest. I think he got a bit complacent. He thought, you know what, Southampton at home, we don't need Xhaka, really. Let's run Vieira, an extra attacking player on the pitch. We got found out real quick. He got found out within 15 minutes. We were 2-0 down. Even Chelsea fans don't bring up Kante's and Azpilicueta's performance 2017 title-winning season. Exactly. In fact, this fan base wants both of them gone. Exactly. That's standards. Arsenal fans, get behind Holding. Yeah, I do get behind him, bro. I do. But was I right then? When Holding was in the team, even when he performed against Crystal Palace in his first game, yeah, I came on the stream, and go back and watch it after this if you want to. You think I'm lying. I said, I don't care Holding played well today. I want Saliba back ASAP. But I didn't thought he'd be back by Anfield, by the way, because I know a leopard doesn't change their spots. It's one good game by Holding. I said in that stream, yeah, and it's come to fruition. I didn't want it to come to fruition, but I just know ball apparently, or I'm just someone that's just realistic. I said, look, Holding playing in 1 or 2 matches is not the end of the world. The way we failed and why we failed last season fighting for top 4, not even the league, fighting for top 4, much more at stake this season, is because consistently putting these bums in the team is what costs you. Having Holding and Cedric for 1 or 2 matches does not cost you. Having Holding and Cedric for 5, 6, 7 matches costs you, because a leopard does not change their spots. Consistency is their downfall. It's where they fail every season. So having Holding in the team for 5, 6 matches in a row will cost you, because his brother ain't going to put a 7 out of 10 for all those matches. He's going to drop a stinker. He's going to drop a 4, a 5, and it will cost you, bro. Was Holding the reason we lost today? Not necessarily, but it wasn't the reason we won, because trust me, Saliba, with Saliba on the pitch, we win this game. I promise you that. I absolutely promise you that, man. Not good enough. And yeah, that is why I wanted him not to be in this team, bro. I didn't want it. But look, when you don't sign adequate replacements, that's what happens, man. Winning mentality, not sentimental. Look, Arsenal have no winner's mentality whatsoever. They have no killer instincts, no winner's mentality. It showed, bro. And I've heard all these Arsenal fans, bro. I don't get annoyed at my own fan base, because you can have your own opinion. But all these fans saying, oh, it's not a bottle job. No, it's not a bottle job when we lost to West Ham. That's a bottle when we drew to West Ham. Sorry, that's a bottle job, bro. Drawing to West Ham after being 2-0 up is a bottle job. I didn't call it a bottle job. I didn't call it a choke after Liverpool game, because that's Liverpool. Anything can happen, bro. It's Anfield. They've been flawless this season, basically. But I don't care what anyone says. That West Ham was a bottle job. And this today was a choke. Arsenal have thrown away this title. It's ours with our name on it, and we've thrown it away. And rival fans, clown me as much as you want. Tweet me, WhatsApp me, whatever you want, bro. I'm not going to shy away. We bottled it. Other Arsenal fans might go, nah, we didn't bottle it. It's Man City. They're so good. I don't care, bro. We bottled it, man. We bottled it. Well and truly. It's our fault. Hold our hands up. We bottled it. Now, the good thing is, it's not over. We have to beat Manchester City. Can we beat Manchester City? Absolutely. Will we beat Manchester City? I don't believe we will, man. Let me know your lot's predictions. I'll be covering that game, of course, on this channel. Cannot wait for it. But right now, it's the bin for Arsenal. It is the bin. I'm staring down right down the bin of it, man. Right down the lens of looking like another big, fat loss. If we lose at Man City, the title is officially over. And it's crazy. It's crazy how it's all unraveled. Everyone was saying, oh, it's a title challenge till the end, till May. The title challenge is going to be over in April. Imagine over in April. Well, the team definitely needs to take a long, hard look at themselves and question if they want it. Exactly, man. And question if they want it. Now, this is the thing, right? Because if Man City drew this game in Southampton, I'd be very worried going into that game against Arsenal if I was Man City. Because Man City always bounce back from draws and losses. Does this Arsenal team bounce back? We do the opposite. We crumble. It's hangover station, period. It's hangover period, bro. Now, if this Arsenal team's a big team, they bounce back against City and they win that game. If you're a big team. Because I guarantee you, yeah, if Man City draw this game, they would have beaten Arsenal. Because they would have bounced back. Arsenal show no bounce back ability. Zero. Zilch. Zero bounce back ability. Now is the time. If you're Arsenal Football Club, you take a long, hard look in that mirror and you bounce back against Manchester City and you win that football game. That is what I'm saying. Will we do it? I don't believe so. Because Man City are that good at the Etihad. And even if we go 2-0 up after what happened against West Ham and Liverpool, am I confident we'll win that game? No. But look, anything can happen, man. Like Scott said, take a long, hard look at yourself and see if you can bounce back from it, man. Bro, I wouldn't have much hope of getting anything at the Etihad. I don't, bro. I don't, to be honest. I don't. But look, there's no point me thinking, like, there's certain Arsenal fans that go, oh, it's going to be a loss right now. Title over, we've lost the City. The title is over if we don't beat Man City. A draw's not even a good result anymore. We have to beat Man City. But there's no point me getting annoyed right now because the game hasn't happened yet. There's still 5 games till the match. Sorry, there's still 5 days till the match. So look, there's still 5 days. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. After we lose to Man City, then I'll come on this channel and rant again. But until then, I'm not going to start cursing about the Arsenal team right now. We bottled it. We bottled the position we're in. Even if we go on to win the league, I'll still say it's a bottle job for what we did to West Ham and Southampton. But look, it's not looking like we're going to do so. And it's crazy because I never saw Man City win this league at the start of the season. They were that bad. Like, they were genuinely so disheveled. I saw Man United having a better chance than Man City at one point. Because Man City were just terrible. Like, they dropped points to Everton. They weren't clicking whatsoever. But finally, they managed to click. Now, we got to hope now teams do a favour with us against Man City. And hope some teams just drop points and Man City drop points. But even then, man, it's looking like a car crash performance. Draws are killers against Man City in the title race. It is, man. You just have to ask any other team in world football. Liverpool Exhibit A. You draw against Man City and it's terrible, man. It's absolutely terrible. They will burn you to pieces and they will completely dishevel and take away any life that you have. Any little life that you have, Man City will snatch it away from you, man. They're that good. So you can't show any weakness. And all that happened in this run-in is Arsenal have gone from here to here and Man City have gone from here to here. The complete opposite. We've crossed paths. It's a death cross, as they say in the crypto trading world. It's a death cross. Arsenal have shown all the weaknesses in the world in the run-in, and Man City have shown all the benefits and all the signs of a title-winning side in the running. A complete flip in roles. That's what's happened, man. Absolutely terrible. I will say, though, I did tell people this game and West Ham game will be tough, but people don't believe me. Hopefully people realize no game's are easy 3 points. It's not, Sion. I hear what you're saying, but, bro, I watched a lot of Southampton, and I know you're saying no game's easy, but that's like a cliche thing to say, no game's easy. Like, I could say that about anything, but genuinely, it's Southampton now 20th in the table. They're 20th after 32 games. And I hear your point. I made the same point. Remember me saying that. The table doesn't matter anymore because when you're fighting for something, every game's tough. But genuinely, right, you should beat Southampton at home. Like, it's the most nailed-on 3 points you're going to get in the league. They are crap, bro. They are crap, Southampton. And we didn't. And we made them look good. And every Arsenal game recently has been us making the other team look good. It's a bit your performance, it's a bit their performance. But genuinely, if you perform well, if you scored 2 goals early, that team looks terrible because you take ascendancy in the game and you blow them away to pieces. But Arsenal don't do that. We throw games away. Straight away from Ramsdale. Silly pass, bro. Silly. Again, not quite good enough. Not one bit where we at any point really confident we're going to get back in this game. And then when we got 2 goals with 8 minutes lobbed on, win that game. Win that game, bro. But you don't. For me, it's 2 points drop, man. 2 massive points drops. And like I said, bro, someone asked me after the Liverpool game, is it 2 points? Is it 2 points dropped or 1 point game? I said, we will see. I didn't say we will see because it's a PR answer. I said, we will see. Let's see what happens against West Ham. If we beat West Ham, it's a point gained at Anfield. If we drop points to West Ham, it's 2 points lost. Well, it became 2 points lost because we dropped points to West Ham. And now dropping points here again today, it's become 6 points dropped for me. 6 points dropped for Arsenal. If Sheffield United beat Man City tomorrow, maybe that will shake City's confidence. It'll do the opposite. When Man City lose games, they bounce back 10 times better, trust me. So even if Sheffield, I'd rather Man City win tomorrow than lose, to be honest. Genuinely, because Man City losing games is a death wish on the next team they play because they will take out all their anger on the next team. Arsenal do the opposite. When we lose a game, we look vulnerable. When Man City lose a game, they look devastating. That's the difference, man. That's the difference. No game is easy unless you're Man City. Exactly, man. They dispatched Leicester. Leicester 19, they tore them apart. Just goes to show, man. The guarantees that Arsenal will be in this position for the foreseeable future. Eventually, you'll win the league. Who knows? Probably not this year, but never mind. I hear you, bro, but football's never like that. Like, I hear you. Like, I hear your optimistic thoughts. And I don't want to be pessimistic, but genuinely, right? Football is not that easy. It's not that black and white. And I appreciate you joining in, by the way, Saj. I know you've been a regular on this channel before. Appreciate you tuning into the stream as always, my friend. It's never that easy, bro. Like, it's easy to say, oh, it's a young team. We're playing good football. We'll be there next season because Liverpool will be back, I think. Chelsea it's only a matter of time before they go back for me. Man United will improve. You're going to get easy. You're going to get easy games and hard games. I mean, Liverpool took Man City to the wire last season. They're now 8th. Like, it just goes to show anything can happen. So you can't keep saying, oh, next season will be our chance. This season was our chance. This season was it wrapped up in a bow for us, man. And we're throwing it away. We're throwing it away. Jeff, that would be one of the biggest upsets ever. It wouldn't. I cannot see it happening, Spurs. And it is what it is, man. And Man City might win the treble. Why is Ramsdale not playing them balls out to the wings like he was? His distribution has dropped off. What a point. Hey, that's a brilliant point, by the way, Scott. I didn't even think of that. You're so right. Before in the season, right, the centre-backs used to come short and Ramsdale used to ping those balls over the top to Zinchenko and Ben White. But he's not doing that anymore. Genuinely, he's not. I think, you know what it is, right? This team's lost all confidence. They've lost all confidence. I don't care what anyone says. The confidence has left this team. If we won last minute here, the confidence might have been back. And who knows, if we win last minute here, people might go, Arsenal going to win the league for that. But for me, I think it's long. I think the vulnerability is shown, man. And look, you can't show any sign of vulnerability. It's such a cruel game of football. And it's a game with such fine margins that if you show any sign of vulnerability at any point in the game, you're gonna feel it and you're gonna lose because of it. And we're showing too many vulnerabilities. So even if we won today, right, conceding 3 goals to Southampton is not good enough. It's too vulnerable. And Arsenal showed that again, man. Arsenal haven't won a league for 19 years, so you can understand why you don't think next season. Yeah, we haven't. And it's the best chance we're going to get. I mean, Henry and Vieira were in the crowd. Do you think Vieira and Henry would have stood for this? You think the Invincibles team would have stood for this? Absolutely no way, man. This reminds me of Liverpool's last season when they bottled it at N17 club. Yeah, Tottenham with a draw. They lost by 1 point. These are the fine margins. I see what you're saying, C1, but in that season, I think Man City always had the title anyway. Like, they were in the driving seat. Liverpool always trying to catch up to them, and they just stumbled before catching up to them. I think for me, this reminds me of a point you made, C1, actually, in the group chat, saying that the point about Man United bottling it to Man City the season Aguero won a league, but also this draws parallels to when Liverpool almost won a league under Brendan Rodgers and just fell short at the final hurdle. Those are 2 scenarios that's jumping into my mind that Arsenal done right here, because this is a bottle job, man. I get the benefit of playing out the back, but we have to mix it up a bit. Yeah, but even that's still played out the back, Scott. Wouldn't you agree that pinging the ball over to Ben White and Zinchenko is played out the back? They're medium passes because playing out the back can be a short pass to Holding Gabriel or a medium pass. Otherwise, you're just lumping it Brexit football up to the striker. But I think that's still playing out the back, and that's very good, in fact. I've followed so many teams that look like they were building, and next year would be great. Most end up being that great next year. You're right, Jeff. Jamie Kirk made a good point as well before commentary in the preview to match, saying most often not, teams become so close to win the title, then they actually do go on and win it next year. Liverpool have done that, for example. Man City did that the first time they were challenging, etc. So it can happen. Man United have done it as well. But it's not that easy, man. It's not that easy. If Chelsea get Luis Enrique, they'll be back. Exactly. I've said that as well. I'm not going to talk about Chelsea again this season. I already said they need to bring in Luis Enrique, bring a top manager, and they will be back. That's what I'm saying. Arsenal, bro. While the chance is there, you take advantage, bro. It's such a weak mentality. A loser says we'll have another chance next year. That's what a loser says. A winner takes it when they've got the chance, bro. A winner sees that $100 bill on the ground and picks it up. A loser goes, another one will be on the floor next time. You need to have a winner's instinct if you're playing in the Premier League. And Arsenal do not show a winner's instinct at all. They don't. Even with eight minutes logged on at the end of the game, find a way to win that match, bro. Find a way. We don't, bro. We don't. Who else Chelsea linked to? Everyone and anyone under the sun. Pochettino, Roberto De Zerbi, it seems. Like everyone, bro. Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique, for some reason, isn't coming. That's a problem because they should bring him in for me. He's that good. What's your guys' thoughts on the title? Arsenal fans, is it over? In my eyes, it is, unless we beat Man City. Man City is doomsday. It's crazy how we win a title race in April. We were favourites in April, and the title's over in April. That doesn't make any sense. A week ago, or 2 weeks ago, Arsenal were favourites to win the Premier League title. Now, if we lose to Man City on Wednesday, within 2.5 weeks, less than a month, we would have gone from favourites to out of the title race. That is absolutely crazy to say. But now, Wednesday's a must-win. If we lose to Man City on Wednesday, the title is officially over. If we beat Man City, it's still in our hands. I still don't think we'd win it because we've got tough games coming up. But who knows, man? For me, Man City is deadline day. That's D-Day. That's doomsday. Beat Man City. The title's back on. Draw or lose. And the title is over. Finish. Thank you all for coming to the channel, basically. That's what it'd be. Thank you for sticking to the ride. It's over. But look, I'm not going to get over it too soon. The game's still to come. I'm not going to start talking about it early and say, oh, we've lost the title. Because look, my opinion is lose to Man City and the title's over. Draw to Man City, the title's over. So the only thing that should be going around the training ground now is don't worry about this game. This game's past us. Southampton, forget about it. It's over. We take the point, whatever it is. We don't take the point, but we take the point. Man City now. Etihad, 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 Etihad. That's all that should be going around the players' heads right now, man. Win that game. For everything that the club's been through in its history, from 1886 to the Herbert Chapman days, to the George Graham days, to the Arsene Wenger days, to the Invincibles, to the Unai Emery Baku final, to the Arteta final and the FA Cup final, to this season. Everything the club's been through has led up to this moment. I'm giving my Churchill speech right now, man. You got to win that game on Wednesday, bro, for the football club. We are a bigger club than Man City. I don't care that they're better than us right now. I don't care that they've won this league 4 out of the last 5 times. I don't care that they're Man City. We are Arsenal Football Club. We are a much bigger team than Man City. We've got a bigger fan base. We've got a bigger stadium. We got better fans, bro. We are a bigger team than Man City. We're a more historic, a more traditional club than Man City. We've got more legends than Man City have got by a factor of 10 million. We are a better team than Man City. We need to win that game, bro. We are a bigger club. Win that game on Wednesday. No excuses, man. Because I'm telling you right now, the Henrys, the Vieiras that were in the crowd today would not lose to Man City on Wednesday. They would not draw to Man City on Wednesday. They would find a way to win that football game. Odegaard, stand up. Saka, Jesus, stand up and win that game on Wednesday, Arsenal. That's all I ask. Win that game on Wednesday and it's all back. But you lose or draw that game and the title's over. And you deserve everything. Anyone, like, you don't deserve abuse. I'd never condone abuse and I will not abuse a single player. But what I will do is I will verbally say it's not been good enough and you bottled it. That's what I will say. And Arsenal fans, don't abuse any players racially or anything like that. That is terrible. I never ever condone such a thing. Don't abuse players, anything. No death threats, nothing like that. But if Arsenal do bottle the league, by all means, tell them it's not good enough. It's not. I know a lot of fans will say, oh, it's good, man. It's good. We finished second. What an improvement. It's a good season. Arsenal fan TV, Robbie's come out and said, no, it's not a bottle job. I'm not hearing that. It's a bottle job, bro. It's a bottle job. I don't care that our plan to start the season was to finish 4th. I genuinely don't care. I don't care that our plan to start the season was to finish in the Champions League. Plans change. Man, Liverpool's plan to start the season would be to win the league. Their plan right now is to finish top 4. Our plan right now is to win the league, bro. Plans change. We're on course to win this league, and we bottled it, bro. Well and truly bottled it. You don't drop points at Southampton and West Ham. It's a bottle job for me, and the players need to do much better. Much better, man. A loser makes excuses, a winner acts on the opportunity. Exactly. C1 could not have put it better myself. Losers talk about next season, winners talk about this season. You think Man City are talking about next season? You think Man City going, oh, we'll have another chance next season? Not one point did Man City go, we'll have another chance next season. Throughout the season, they were like, we're going to catch up to Arsenal. Their fans were honestly so adamant they were going to win the league still. Even I was thinking, Man City are crap. Like, they're not playing good at all. But their fans were still like, yeah, we're going to win the league, no worries. We still can win the league. And something tells me Man City won't win the league. I don't know what it is, bro. I sort of like gut feeling, but yeah, it's for me, it's looking like a long day, man. I'll be very disappointed if we finish second. Agree. We have been in the lead the majority of the season. We have. And a lot of people saying, oh, we bottled it because we've been in the top the whole time. I don't think we bottled it because we've been in the top the whole of the season. I think we bottled it because we lost to Southampton and West Ham. That's the reason, bro. If we were second right now and we drop points to Southampton and West Ham, I still say we're bottling it. Because they're games that are so winnable, man. So winnable. You can't take positive if you don't win it now. Agree. Top 4 in a trophy. Look, okay, no. I take it back. You can take positives for the progression teams made, but I'm not sitting here and saying it's a good season. Far from it. It's not, man. You have to win the league in this position. You have to. Football's about the glory. I hate to quote Tottenham Hotspur slogan, but the game's about glory, man. Win it, bro. Win that football league. That's what you got to do. Basically, we have to win every game. Exactly. We have to win every game. Look, you know what? That's the incentive. Win every game from now to the end of the season, and you've still won the league. It's crazy to say. 6 games left for Arsenal. 6 matches. We've won 6 in a row this season already. Win every game from now to the end of the season, and we have won the league. That should be our incentive. But, boy, it's not looking that way. It's not looking that way one bit. Just needs to act like a bigger club. Exactly, man. Exactly. If Arsenal doesn't win the title, but Man United finish third with just 1 trophy won, who would have the better season? For me, Arsenal would have a better season because Man United won the Carabao Cup. If United won the Europa League, that's different. But for me, I still think Arsenal had the better season. But it's not been a good season by any stretch of imagination. Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal in that order. Nah, you can't say that, Tommy. Arsenal had a better season than Liverpool. Even if we finish second, Arsenal had a better season than Liverpool. I don't care what anyone says. Rio Ferdinand says Man United. Well, he's a Man United ex-player in this. Of course he's going to say that. For me, if Man United finish third but win the Carabao Cup, that's a Mickey Mouse trophy. I don't care about the Carabao Cup, genuinely. I don't care one bit about the Carabao Cup. AFTV was popular back in the day. It was. Because why? Because everyone ranted. They had Troops, they had Claude, they had DT, Heavy D, and it was rants, bro. Rant central. No, I mean in terms of bigger club. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Is Ramsdale good enough? And I agree, by the way, that is right. It's Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal in that order. I agree. 3 biggest clubs in England. Is Ramsdale good enough? He is. He is for Arsenal. I think he's. I questioned him when he first came in. There's videos on my channel when we first signed him. I was like, what is this signing, bro? A 30 million on a keeper that gets relegated every season. But he is good enough for Arsenal. He is. He's young still. He can improve. And I like his personality. I think personality is a big thing in football, especially a goalkeeper. You need a good personality. And I really do think Ramsdale is that. His distribution is good. He's just lost confidence, bro. And the whole team has. Like, also, you can't forget, right, that a team is so conjoined. People forget this sometimes, yeah, that a team genuinely is so conjoined. Like, from back to front, if one link of that team is missing, the whole team can lose composure. Like, Saliba missing has thrown Ramsdale off because he knows he can't trust Holding. Like, he can trust Saliba. And that's how it is. So his performances have dipped because he hasn't got the luxury or the assurance of having Saliba at the back that's going to bail him out, who's going to track the run. There's some time today, right, where the ball was in behind, and from the start of the season, Ramsdale would just come up and collect the ball and recycle. But he's staying home because he doesn't trust the team. He doesn't trust the team to run out. I think the goal that Sporting Lisbon scored against Arsenal has actually thrown Ramsdale off a bit. He's not as high up the pitch when Arsenal have the ball anymore. He actually sits back a bit more. Maybe it's thrown him a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Arsenal biggest club in London, in my opinion. Agree, 100%. I think Chelsea is second, but Arsenal by a mile. Keepers pick about 30 to 40. Keepers pick about 30 to 34, so plenty of time for Ramsdale. Yeah, exactly. Oh, keepers peak. I was wondering what you were saying. Yeah, keepers peak 30 to 34. You're right, but Ramsdale's got a good head on his shoulders. Trust me, he has. He'll bounce back from this. He'll bounce back from that mistake at the start. And look, that's the thing with Arsenal, right? Even though we bottled it, you see Saka's penalty miss against West Ham could have changed that game. Ramsdale today, if he doesn't make that mistake at the start of the game, do Arsenal go on and win this comfortably 3-0? Little mistakes are costing us, man. Little mistakes are costing us. And the thing I'm most worried about, and the thing I don't even want to comprehend this, but all the heartbreak and all the jubilation, Reece Nelson last minute, Nketiah last minute against Man United, Jorginho last minute with own goal from Martinez. Was all that jubilation for nothing? Does it all amount to absolutely nothing? Is it much ado about nothing, to quote the great William Shakespeare? Is it much ado about nothing? Is me coming on the stream with 250 viewers at the time when Reece Nelson bagged the last-minute goal off the bench against Bournemouth? Is me celebrating and jumping for joy? Is that all for nothing? Is that what it's about now? Have Arsenal just well and truly throwing everything away. It's seeming that way, man. It's seeming that way. Ramsdale is mature for his years. He is, definitely. And I have a lot of faith in that goalkeeper, man. I back my players. I back players that have put in good performances, but on the off day perform badly. And that's Ramsdale. I don't back players that hold him because every game's crap for him. He puts in a good performance once in the blue moon. I also need a new midfielder, someone experienced like Gundogan, Cross, etc. I wouldn't mind Gundogan's experience, but I think he's a bit past it. Also need an overhaul in midfield. Also need competition for places, right? When Reece Nelson came on, he was good, bro. But we needed competition throughout the team. Caicedo and Rice in the summer. I already heard Caicedo come out and say that he really wanted to come to Arsenal and he wants to move in the summer. Caicedo and Rice. Bring both those players in. That's depth. Another centre-back in for me. That's what we need. And a winger. For me, if you're Arsenal, yeah, you come second in the league or first. Let's just say for the argument's sake, second, right? Who do you bring in for me? Rafael Leao, Declan Rice, Moises Caicedo. Those are your three players and a centre-back. Doesn't have to be a starter, but a competent backup centre-back. And for me, that's perfect. That's the summer for me. And then you ship out someone like, for me, Emil Smith-Rowe goes in the summer. Get maybe 30, 40 million from him if you can. Balogun, if he goes, bro. It's not the end of the world. I think we can recover from Balogun gone. Sell some deadwood and bring in those players for me. Bring in Rafael Leao, bring in Declan Rice, and bring in Moises Caicedo and a backup centre-back. That's who I think Arsenal need to bring in. Let me know if you lot agree, man. Let me know in the live chat. Because that's who I think. We need to spend big in the summer. Because we cannot afford to lose the end of the season because we're relying on these backups that are terrible. We can't afford it, man. Cruz won't move from Madrid. Yeah, he won't. I don't see either. Same with Modric. I don't think they're going to move. Here's my scale of 1 to 10 for biggest. 10 being biggest. Manchester United 10, Liverpool 9.7, Arsenal 9, Chelsea 8, Man City 7.8, Tottenham 6. I agree, but bring Man City down. Bring Man City to like a 7. Man City are not a big club. I don't care what anyone says. I know they're doing well right now, but they're not, man. Trust me, they're not. Everton are bigger than Tottenham. Genuinely, they are. Actually, are they? Are Forest and Villa big? Everton and all that stuff bigger than? Now, I'd say Tottenham are bigger. Everton are very close, especially given because how many trophies they've won back in the day. But I still would pip Tottenham just over Everton. But Everton, Villa, Forest, massive clubs. Caicedo 100% agree. He has to be there, bro. Everton, Villa bigger than City. Maybe not Spurs. I don't know. Potentially. I think City are bigger. Just off the trophies they've won. At least City win trophies. You know what I mean? Talk of ESL to Villa. Let him go, bro. Let him go, man. He's not getting on the pitch. And you could get 20, 30 million for him. And Arteta doesn't fancy him. And to be fair, I don't think Smith-Rowe is that good either, to be honest. I think he's a bit overhyped. I don't think he suits Arsenal's playstyle. But for me, get money for him, bro, because Edu loves to get rid of players, right? But he loves to get rid of players for free. Why does that work, bro? You might as well go down to the market and give them away, man. You need to get money for these players, Edu. Like, too many players he's getting rid of for free. If you're Edu, bro, make some money, bro. Sell these players for actually that are worth something. Like, genuinely, he doesn't do anything, man. Absolutely nothing. Everton have 9 league titles, Tottenham 2. Come on. I see your point, but you got to go a little bit down to fan base, like attraction, quality right now. Sorry, when I say traction, I mean like attractive team to play for, stuff like that, which is what's tipping my balance. Like, history's history, but football changes. Do you know what I mean? Caicedo seems to be the guy every big side wants, needs. There's a reason, bro. Because Brighton's football, if you haven't watched Brighton this season, like recently especially, under De Zerbi, Brighton play unbelievable football. And Caicedo's a big part of that. If Partey gets injured and Caicedo comes in, I would not be worried one bit. If anything, Partey pissed me off with that shot at the end, bro. What is he doing? I do not know, man. Agree, ESR overrated. He is, bro. And even I said, people were saying, oh, when Smith-Rowe comes back, it's like a brand new signing. I never thought so. I've never really thought Smith-Rowe was all that. Last season he played well, don't get me wrong, but I'm not being funny. I don't want to be that guy, but genuinely, it's harsh, but he was good for a team that was in the top 4. When a team is the top of the league, it's much different to a team in the top 4. Like, the levels need to jump everyone in the team. Have you noticed, yeah? Odegaard was benched for a lot of last season. Smith-Rowe was starting over Odegaard. Now Odegaard's starting over Smith-Rowe. Look at the difference in levels for this whole team. It just goes to show, bro, Smith-Rowe is not all that. Sell him, bro. I'd rather sell him abroad, because I think he still can be a good player in another system. But if Villa want him, take him, bro. Just pay up. Pay up good money, man. You're a Premier League club. Everton have a big fan base. They do indeed, man. I see your point, bro. To be fair, it's touch and go. Brighton and De Zerbi going to be a title contenders one day? Maybe, but I still think that I haven't even mentioned Newcastle. Newcastle going to be up for it next season with all the money they're going to spend. So, Arsenal fans, bro, be in for a bumpy ride, man. Stay tuned for a bumpy ride. But De Zerbi's playing beautiful football with Brighton. If they don't sell their talents, I already hear Alexis McAllister is going to go in the summer as well. It's just a matter of when, not a matter of if. Who knows, man? Mitoma only started playing football 18 months ago. He's so good, bro. He started one-on-one dribbling in university. Mitoma's so good. I don't know where they get these players from. Their scouting network's unbelievable. Like I said from the chat, if Arsenal bottle it, it's like Man United 11-12 exactly. If Aguero didn't get that goal, but rather City won 3-0 against QPR, everyone will talk about that bottle. It is. It's just like City and it's just like Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers in 2013-14. Sorry, just like Man United in 2011-12 and Liverpool in 2013-14. Bottle jobs. Aguero started like that season, and so, boy did he indeed, man. But yeah, boys, it's one of those games, man. It's one of those games for Arsenal. Throwing it away. I'm so distraught. Genuinely so distraught, man. Like, if we when 8 minutes were added on, be honest, Arsenal fans, non-Arsenal fans, yeah, anyone that watched this game, when you saw 8 minutes go on the board and Arsenal just made it 3-3, did you think Arsenal were going to win that game? Because I was convinced we were going to win that game. As soon as I saw 8 minutes added on and it was 3-3 and we had all the momentum, I was convinced Arsenal would win that game. Convinced, bro. Everything in my brain told me we were going to win that game. My whole body was ready to celebrate a winner. But it just didn't come, man. And that's what... It sucked the life out of me. It sucked the life out of me, man. Aguero stole the... Oh, I went for that comment. Brighton can't be real title contenders. It's not their best place this year. Exactly. They can't be a selling club. But they've got the makings of it. The football they play is good, bro. Like, it's the third best football behind Man City and Arsenal. At times, they play beautiful football, Brighton. Against Chelsea, they played them off the park, man. I watched the game. I reacted to it after on this channel. Played them off the park. Brighton will never be title contenders. Harsh, but yeah, probably the case. Unless it doesn't come around often, like every few decades. I think if with added time, Arsenal would win. Exactly, man. Everyone thought Arsenal would win with added time. I'm throwing it away, man. Throwing it away. Brighton should be able to keep their players when they're finishing top 6 if only they were rich. That's the thing. And look, I got on the Brighton owner, Barber, and all that stuff for not selling Caicedo. I was like, that's a lot of money, 70 million. But maybe he did it for a reason. It was an ego thing, maybe. It was an arrogance thing, maybe. But maybe he wants to lay down a marker saying, even if you do bring 70 million, we're not going to sell our best players. Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe he's done that for a reason. But yeah, I'm going to start to wrap up this soon, man. Zinchenko out, John says. John, I appreciate you tuning into the stream, my friend. A new face I don't see around here often. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here for Arsenal-related content. Zinchenko out. Interesting. For me, I don't think Zinchenko was necessarily at fault, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think he was at fault. He did what he needed to do. The problem was, man, that no one in their team necessarily clicked. Oh, I need to do player ratings, by the way. Oh, my God. That reminded me. Big up John for reminding me to do player ratings. That clicked in my head because I forgot to do it last game. I'm going to do player ratings in a sec. Oh, by the way, next stream tomorrow, Wrexham versus Bournemouth FC. 8:30 p.m. the stream will start for Wrexham versus Bournemouth. Hopefully, Wrexham win National League. I know my last stream that Wrexham played in was a massive success. So, yeah, next stream tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. start, Wrexham versus Bournemouth FC. Wrexham to win the league and get promoted to League 2. Hopefully. Let's see what happens. For me, Zinchenko out. Nah. Zinchenko's been a revelation for Arsenal. Genuinely, Zinchenko and the team has changed the way Arsenal play for the better. The problem is, I see what you're saying, though, because sometimes you just want a fullback that's going to overlap. And look, Zinchenko came off the pitch, Reece Nelson came on, and we look better. We look better because Reece Nelson, to be fair to the lad, bro, he's direct. Like, Reece Nelson, you can't blame him one bit for Arsenal this season. When every time he's been on the pitch, he's given 100%. Like, and he's been direct and had end products. Like, there was times where even his shot that deflected off Ward-Prowse and went just wide, like, on another day that goes into the back of the net and Arsenal win this game, and Thunder strikes ties twice with Reece Nelson. That's what happens, man. That's what happens, bro. Notts County, too big for non-league, should win playoffs. They should. And Notts County, the oldest side in world football, I believe, actually, not just English football. So, yeah, so unlucky for them. They should hopefully get promoted. It's a bit of a farce that only one team gets automatic promotion. I feel like it should be at least 2, man. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let's see Wrexham tomorrow, man. See if they pull out a win. But, yeah. It's one of those things, man. I even thought there could have been penalty shouts at the end, to be honest, but that's where it goes. Arsenal fans complaining about VAR and stuff. Again, excuses, should have won it without the shout. Agree. And look, I said I thought it was a penalty, but I'm not going to sit and blame VAR, to be honest, because, bro, that's how football works, man. Like, you win the game in normal time. And look, I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans complain about Southampton wasting time. I do not begrudge Southampton wasting time one bit. Not one bit, bro. They have every right to waste as much time as possible. Every right to waste as much time as they want. Look, Arsenal fans, yeah, any Arsenal fan that's getting annoyed at Southampton for wasting time, the goalkeeper, the injuries, etc., yeah, if we're 3-1 up or 2-1 up at the Etihad and we waste time, would you be getting annoyed at the Arsenal players? No, you'd be encouraging it. So don't get annoyed at Southampton. For me, wasting time, that's no problem in the team doing it. You have to then reward us and punish them by adding on extra time. And that's what they did. They loved on 80 minutes. Fair. It all ends up even. For me, run the World Cup timings when you have like 14, 15 minute stoppage time. That's what they should do. I don't know if they'll ever do that, but that's what I think they should do, man. It discourages wasting time. To be fair, teams will still go down and waste time because people say, oh, it's wasting time. But more often than not, it's not the time wasted. It's actually killing the game. and stopping momentum. Going down for an injury, it just stops the momentum, stops the flow. I think it was Lavia. For a young player, applaud him, bro. He did the perfect thing going down with cramp. Because he went down with cramp in the 92nd minute, right? And Arsenal started to build up a head of steam. We just made it 3-3 and we were pushing. And he went down with cramp. Killed the game a little bit. Killed the game. You know what I mean? Slow down the attacks. I guarantee when Arsenal play Man City on Wednesday at the Etihad, right? Every time Man City take a shot, Arsenal players going to go down injured. Just like we did at Anfield. It's classic, bro. It's just to kill the time. Waste time. A little bit like that, bro. I do not begrudge Arsenal one bit for doing that, man. And look, if we do it and we get the result at the end, that's what's going to happen, man. That's what's going to happen. You got to have a bit of dark arts. You have a bit of the nasty side. So any Arsenal fan getting annoyed at Southampton fans, don't get annoyed at them, bro. Don't get annoyed. That's football. They need the points just as much as we need the points. They did the right thing, in my opinion. The ref also did the right thing, lobbing on 8 extra minutes. It's Arsenal's fault for not winning that game. And yeah, it could have been a penalty. It could have not been a penalty. It's the way it goes, bro. The refereeing is inconsistent, but I'm not going to blame the referees, man, because we should have won the game regardless of the referee decisions. A small team blames the ref. A big team takes the ref out of the equation. When you're a bad football team, right, the ref becomes a big part of the equation. The ref dictates the match. When you're a good football team, right, the ref becomes a small part of the equation. How many times in the Man City game do we blame the referee? Never, because they always take the referee out of the game. Against Everton, against Leicester City, you think anyone's talking about the ref? No, because they made it easy. The ref became useless. He was basically doing cardio. The ref was doing cardio on the pitch. Just be real about it. It's one of those things, man. Lavia is going to be a great player. I agree, man. Top prospect. Man City let him go as well. Crazy, man. Football League needs 4 divisions now. Prem, Championship, League 1, League 2, League 3. I agree. It's that good, man. Equality. Exactly. I'm all for the Arsenal team. Time wasting works both ways. Exactly, man. For me, just lob on extra time. And for me, it could have been 9, 10, 11 minutes, honestly. But it's one of those things, man. Let's get into player ratings before I forget. In the chat, let me know your player ratings. I'm going to leave my player ratings as well in the chat in case anyone just joins the stream and they can see what I've rated them. So player ratings time. Start with Ramsdale in goal. Let me know you lot's thoughts on Ramsdale. For me, right, I think Ramsdale had a poor game. Genuinely a poor game. Ever since Anfield, he's crumbled a little bit, man. First of all, off the start, what was he doing, bro? Genuinely, what was he doing? That first one, passing it straight to Alcarez. Terrible, man. Absolutely criminal. After that, he should have saved it. He didn't. We've conceded 3 goals to Southampton. For me, Ramsdale, 4 out of 10. Not good whatsoever, man. Ramsdale, 4 out of 10. Poor performance. Scott goes 5. Fair. 4, 5, similar thing. Let me know your thoughts on Ramsdale in the chat. Just not good performance, man. Your goalkeeper needs to come up big in the tower, and he didn't one bit. Tommy says 5. Yeah, I see, bro. A lot of people saying 5s and 4s, just standard ratings. For example, if you win 4-1, do you blame the referee giving an offside goal for your opponents? Exactly, you don't see one. Exactly what I just said. When you're a good team, the ref becomes a small part of the equation. Man City rarely blame the refs. They don't need to, bro. They win the game with or without a bad referee. Look at the game on Wednesday, bro, when I reviewed it at the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich got a stupid penalty, bro. It was the most... I don't know how that was a pen. They gave it. You think any Man City fans are blaming the penalty? No, because they won that game regardless, or they drew, but they won on aggregate. If Arsenal lost that game, I guarantee all hell would have broke loose on that penalty given. It's how it is, man. C1 says 5 as well. One of those things, bro. Terrible performance from Ramsdale for me. 4 out of 10. Next, we move on to Ben White. Let me know your thoughts on Ben White in the chat. Ben White, let's be real, man. I hear some people saying, right, that the thing with Ben White is because he's got holding, he's not going forward as much. And when he started to overlap, that's when good things happen. But it came too little too late. When we had nothing to lose, he started overlapping. We need Saliba back. I think with Saliba back, Ben White's got more license to go forward. Whereas I think Arteta has told him, look, we don't trust this holding, brother. So keep tight with holding, just in case you need a foot race with someone at the back. But yeah, not good performance whatsoever, man. I don't think Ben White played amazing either. When he was going forward, he was all right, but not good. Ramsdale 2 for that first minute and corner. Yeah, I see your point, Sajid, bro. It's a ruthless business, bro. It's a cutthroat business. For me, Ben White gets a 5. It's slightly better than Ramsdale, but not good by any stretch of the imagination, man. 5 out of 10. Scott goes 6. Tommy says 5. I see you lot's point, bro. Not great whatsoever. Moving on to centre backs. Holdini at the back. I'm not even calling him Holding, bro. He doesn't deserve that, man. Holding at the back. What's your ratings for Holding? Let me know in the live chat. Everyone that's watching right now, subscribe if you're new around here for Arsenal and football-related content. Next stream will be tomorrow for the Wrexham versus Bournemouth match. Right here, 8:30 p.m. As soon as the game's done, it's going to be right here. Let me know your player ratings. I want to hear it. White nearly scored, but that's his own contribution. 6. Yeah, I hear you. Holding 5. This guy's Scott saying. Yeah, for me, Holding 4 out of 10. Not good, bro. Not good. Even from the corner, bro. Like, you got to do more, man. You got to do more. Not good enough whatsoever, man. Tommy says Holding 4 as well. Yeah, bro. Terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Let's move on to Gabriel. Gabriel, for me, lost it in that third one, bro. The second goal for Southampton, the Walcott goal, absolutely lost it, bro. How are you letting Walcott score, man? This guy's past it. He scored 1 goal all season. He's absolutely past it, man. Roberto Holdini 4, yeah, exactly, man. Only contribution, yeah, literally. Gabriel, for me, also a 4 out of 10. Not good enough for me. Not good enough one bit, man. And when you've got your defenders going forward, it's you know, why is it for all the Arsenal games? Yeah, we've got Gabriel and Holding push up the pitch. We've got 11 men in the Southampton half. It's always cutthroat at the end of the game, bro. It's always a bit like slapdash, just like we're just crazy, just a bit, you know what I mean? Like not really anything like plan or method to our madness. It's all just throwing it out there and just luck at the end of the game. That's what it is. We're banking on luck, and a title. You don't win a title off luck consistently. To win a title, you need a mix of luck and quality. I always said, yeah, when we beat Bournemouth 3-2 and then beat Fulham 3-0, I said those two performances are performances of winning the league. The luck against Bournemouth and the total domination against Fulham. If you show both facets of your game, you will win the league. And we showed that. But recently, all we've been showing is complete luck, and our luck seems to have run out. Our luck has run out, man. We couldn't get another last-minute goal. Gabriel 6, Scott saying that's a bit generous, I can't lie. 5, even that's generous. 3, bit harsh. Yeah, let's be real, not great. Let's move on to Zinchenko. Got hooked off, to be fair. Zinchenko, for me, I don't think had a bad game. I think he made a couple of bad passes and completely flew into a couple of challenges. But I think Zinchenko's standard 5, to be honest. I don't think he was all that. And he gets hooked off again, bro. Does he get taken off because he can't last 90 minutes? Does he get taken off because he's not good enough? I don't know, bro. I don't know, but for some reason, Zinchenko's not getting on the pitch, and Tierney not either. But to be fair, I thought Reece Nelson played really well when he came on, man. Really, really well. So it's one of those things, man. Scott says Zinchenko 6. C1 Zinchenko 5. Tommy Zinchenko 5. Yes, we're all in agreement. 5-6 average score. Thomas Partey. I want to give this Donny a -56 for that shot at the end of the game, because that's criminal, bro. Absolutely criminal for that shot by Partey at the end. But I'm going to be fair. Partey, 5. 4. That shot annoyed me, bro. That shot annoyed me. And my rating's too high. A little, but look, we did salvage it. Like, at the end of the day, if you're not fighting for the title, or if you're fighting any other season where winning the title is 80 points, let's say, you'd say it's a good point. But because you're playing against Man City, you have to be ruthless. And Arsenal aren't ruthless, man. If you can't beat them, join them. And we're not joining Man City in terms of their ruthlessness right now. We're not. We're throwing it away. Partey 4, Partey 6, bit generous. Partey 4, yeah, exactly. I was going to give him a 5, but that shot at the end, terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. All right, moving into midfield, Vieira. Well, something tells me Vieira ain't going to get a good score. And for me, he's not either. I'm going to be nice and give him a 3. 3 is nice, bro. He didn't do nothing in the game. He was a passenger, bro. Vieira was a complete passenger. Chat, let me know about Vieira. What's your player rating on Vieira? For me, 3 out of 10, bro. Absolute stinker from him. Need to do more. You've been recruited for 30 million, and he's been a flop signing, bro. For all the good signings we made, Vieira's been a bum. And look, it happens, man. You can't hit the lottery like for every signing you're gonna make. But this was poor from Vieira. I can't even lie. Vieira 3, yeah. Tommy Vieira 2, yeah, bro. Like he's going to those depths, man. He's going to those depths, bro. And look, his confidence won't be improved from it. But Xhaka back ASAP. Xhaka and Saliba back, and we've got a chance. With Xhaka and Saliba, we've got a chance against Man City. It's slim, but we have a chance. Who knows, man? Football's a crazy, crazy game. Bro, C1, that's harsh, bro. C1, that is rough, bro. My guy's Vieira 1. You basically said my man did cardio. That's what you're saying by giving him a 1. He came on the pitch to do cardio. He might as well have gone to the gym or gone for a run around the Emirates. Terrible, man. Terrible. All right. Odegaard. Odegaard for me was actually one of our better players. He came to play. So for me, Odegaard, yeah, I'm giving him a 7. Because he's a bit generous, but honestly, his goal and like he actually brought the team to life in the second half. For me, Odegaard gets a 7. Genuinely, I think it's a 7. Do you think it's a good result for Southampton? Yeah, it is. Genuinely, it is. I mean, you can say 3-1 up. They should have won it. But getting a point's not a bad result. Like, at the Emirates, it's not. If Southampton perform like this, they will stay up. And I bank on other teams dropping points. For you, it's a point gained away at the Emirates, bro. Every team would have expected Southampton to lose this game. Every team. So it's a point gained for them, man. You got to look at the start of the game. And for them, it's a point gained, bro. And look, they easily could have lost it at the end. They easily could have. Tommy says no. Odegaard 7. Not enough. Oh, you're saying no to the Southampton. So you're saying it's not a good point for them. I hear you. But look, it's one of those things for me. Look, at the start of the game, they would have taken a point. I think they would have. But in that position, it's like Arsenal. Is it a good point for us at Anfield? I said yes, because with the onslaught we was facing, every team would have crumbled. It's one of those things. Odegaard 6, C1 says. Tommy says Odegaard 8. He was definitely one of our standout players. Saka scored, let's not forget. Set up another goal as well for Martinelli. Saka did all right. He did all right. I'm going to give him 6.5, Saka. I think he did all right. I think Saka, I'm expecting more, though, especially towards the end of the game. He kind of went quiet. To be honest, I think it was more Odegaard that took over and Saka didn't really do much. But I don't think Saka had a poor game. Needs to do more though. Like as soon as Pero got booked, attack him more, bro. He wasn't doing enough. And to be fair, Southampton were doubling up on him. But what you should notice, right, is both teams have 11 players on the pitch, right? So if they're doubling up on Saka, there's going to be an overload somewhere else on the pitch. So as soon as Saka gets doubled, he needs to play the ball into Ben White quickly and then into Odegaard, and bang, that's how you get chances. But it wasn't done quick enough. And when it was done, it was towards the end of the game when it was a bit too late. It's one of those things, man. Saka 7, so yeah, a decent 7 score. Saka 6, quiet other than 2 contributions. Yeah, but at the same time, C1, right? Goal contribution is what you're made of. Would you rather he have a quiet game and make 2 goals, score 1 and assist 1, or would you rather him have a really good game but don't contribute at all? I'd rather him contribute to 2 goals, man. Martinelli 8. Oh, so jumping in go with Martinelli. Martinelli, for me, I'm not giving Martinelli an 8. First half, Martinelli was good, but in the second half, he really kind of wasn't at the same pace. Martinelli, for me, is 7. I think he really fell off in the second half. Genuinely, really fell off. First half, he was so good. Genuinely so good, but fell off in that second half for me, man. Martinelli, best player on the pitch for us. Yeah. I hear you. I genuinely do, Scott. But I think in that second half, he fell off, bro. First half, I agree 100%. At the end of the first half, Martinelli was good. And I was saying, give that ball to Martinelli and let him cook Carl Walker-Peters every single day. But his final ball, again, was selling us, man. He was in the right position, but extra touch. There were so many times where he just had an extra touch and he would get muscled off the ball. Just swing it in the box early, man. On the ground, hard across the box. Need to do that more often. Not good enough for Martinelli. 8 out of 10, C1 says. Tommy says 7. Okay, let's move on to Jesus. Jesus, for me, right? I'm going to give him a 6. Why? Because this is why from Jesus. Because at times, brilliant. Genuinely, at the end of the game, he made 2 brilliant rolls. But he missed some gilt-edged chances, bro. Like, this is why Jesus infuriates me. Because he has to score, bro. He had, like, 2 chances he has to score. One on the head where he's just missed the ball. And the other one where he's stretching, he's just leaned back so much, he's volleyed it out the Emirates. Like, come on, man. Like, Jesus, big moments. We need you, brother, bro. We need you. Like, Haaland scores there, man. He does. That's the difference, bro. That's the difference. C1 says Jesus 6, same as me. Scott says Jesus 6, same as me as well. Southampton need any points they can get. 3 would have given them some work, but even one against Arsenal is an unexpected point. Exactly, Jeff. That's my point. On the balance of the game, with 5 minutes left, 3-1 up, you got to say you have to win that game. But at the same time, it's a point that you wouldn't have expected to start the game, so you take it. Jesus 6, Tommy says 6 as well. Jesus' worst game. Not his worst game for Arsenal, but finishing-wise, it's got to be one of his worst games. Not clinical whatsoever, man. Not clinical whatsoever. Jesus missed it at 3-1. He did. And look, if we make it 3-2 with 20 minutes left, we win that game. But we made it 3-2 with 4 minutes left, plus added time. So that's the difference, man. There's a reason Man City let Jesus go. Exactly. There's a reason, bro. They wanted to upgrade, and they got it. They got it in Haaland. All right, let's move on to the substitutes. Who even came off the bench, man? So it was Trossard early. Trossard was on the first subs. For me, Trossard, I think he had an all right game, man. He had a shot that almost went in. I would have given my left leg for that to go off the bar. I didn't, to be honest. But honestly, I think Trossard had a decent game. I'm going to give him a 6. Trossard, I'm going to give a 6 too. I thought he played all right. I thought it was good having him in that position. It was more attacking friendly. He did much more than Vieira did, to be honest. But I did want slightly more, like a bit more of that final ball again from Trossard. I needed a bit more from him. And I think he's lost a bit of confidence being taken out the side. And I think he is a bit unfair, to be honest, because let's be real about it, yeah? I know Jesus was back and Jesus needs to come back in the team because he does so much for us. But is it fair to have Trossard left out of the team? Because he was playing so well. Like, genuinely, he was playing very well for us. So I think it's a bit harsh, but football is football, I guess, man. Trossard 6, yeah. Nelson for me, I know he didn't do much. I'm giving Nelson a 7, bro. Nelson was good when he came on the pitch. But Donny that didn't have a lot of time on the pitch. I'm giving Nelson a 7. I hear you saying 6, Scott. And maybe I'm being a bit generous. Maybe I've got a soft spot for Nelson. But I love the way he picked up the ball and he deserved, and he was running with it. And he was not afraid to take on. And at the end of the game, right, when Southampton had a chance on the break, he sprinted, like he legged it back and got the tackle. And not just got the tackle and put it away for a throw-in. He got the ball back and we were on the attack again. So that I love that from Nelson. Honestly, 7 out of 10 for me. So good. Trossard deserves more minutes. Agree. I 100% agree. Nelson as well, though, man. I have a lot of faith in Nelson, man. I've got Nelson stock. Nelson 7. 7 for Nelson. What, lol. Yeah, I hear you, but for me, I love the way he tracked back at the end. And not only won the ball back, but won the ball and kept it in play and turned it into a counter-attack for Arsenal. And when he gets on the ball, he makes stuff happen, bro. Nelson wants a new contract. I'd give it to him, bro. I'd give it to him. He's not going to resell for much money, so why not give him a contract? I think he's a decent player. I think he's a good 5th choice winger. I still want to bring in like a Rafael Leao or Kvara from Napoli, but I don't mind Nelson in the team. I think he's a good fifth or sixth choice winger. I think he's genuinely a decent player to have off the bench. 7, Trossard 6, you're saying. Okay, fair enough. Who else were the subs? Nketiah, bro. Nketiah. 3 out of 10, bro. This brother, not only did he not score, my man stopped the goal. Like, there was one time when Saka kicked it and he hit Nketiah's bunda was in the way. He was just a mannequin in the box, bro. Did nothing, man. Like, too many cooks spoil the broth. I think that's the best way to say it. That's the best way to analyze this. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Nketiah up there did nothing, bro. Sadio Mane on the move again, man. Bro, Nketiah 2, Eddie 3. Yeah, bro. Just blocking it, man. Blocking it. I was impressed with his track back too. Yeah, very impressive from Nelson, man. Tracking back. Nketiah 2. Bro, blocking goals, man. He just stands in the box, do nothing. Nothing, bro. It was too many cooks spoil the broth. We needed more creative players, less strikers. I get why you need Nketiah because you wanted a penalty box threat. But genuinely, man, like we needed more, man. Eddie gets a free because that's fantastic teeth, bro. That's not enough, man, for me. That's not enough, bro. He needs more on the pitch. But yeah, anyone else that came off the bench? Who else? That's it, right? Nelson, Trossard, and Nketiah. I don't think anyone else came off the bench. Right? Am I thinking? No, I think that was it. So there we go. That's our player ratings. I appreciate everyone that tuned in to player ratings. My next stream will be tomorrow. Wrexham versus Bournemouth in the National League will be a complete contrast to Premier League. The one thing I can say is, look, Arsenal fans, don't be too disappointed, man. Don't be too disappointed. I'm very annoyed. It's a bottle job. But the good thing is, right, it's still in our hands. We beat Man City on Wednesday. It all turns around. Will we beat Man City? God knows, man. God knows. I'm not confident, but anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. If the result wasn't a draw, the ratings would be worse. Lol. Yeah, very true. Very true. But for me, it's the same either way. Arteta rating. Oh, yeah. Arteta rating. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Scott. I never really seem to rate Arteta. All right. Manager rating. I'm giving Arteta 4. Harsh, but, bro, why you start Vieira is beyond me, man. Why you start Vieira is beyond me. Scott says 6 out of 10. Yeah, terrible, bro. Terrible. Are you on Instagram? I am on Instagram. It should be actually in the link of this description right here. Check the description. My Twitter, my Instagram is in the description. Check out Twitter is where I tweet about the game during it, because obviously, like, I'm not streaming during the game. So if you want to hear my thoughts during the game, it's on Twitter. I tweet throughout the match. Instagram as well. That's what I'll post about the match and everything like that. So yeah, both my Instagram and Twitter is in the description of this video right now. So feel free to click on it. Equally, I'll leave it in the thing right now. My Instagram, my Twitter is this. Is the Twitter, and the Instagram is this. Feel free to follow on either or both. Tommy says 5 for Arteta. Emirates rating at the moment. Emirates, I have no bad word about the Emirates whatsoever. No bad word whatsoever. It was boisterous at the start of the game. Like, the atmosphere was giving me chills. The North London forever. All the fans were up for it, man. It was crazy good, man. Genuinely crazy good atmosphere. But look, there's only so much the crowd can do. You can say it's a 12th man, right? When the Arsenal fans are walking out towards the end, I don't blame them, bro, for walking out at the 3-1. I'm always one that says, like, stay to the end. And I would have stayed to the end, because I always do, because anything can happen in football. I never leave early. You can call it too optimistic, but I never do. But I think the Emirates was bouncing, bro. Really good. The Ashburton Army, credit to them, man. They've been a massive plus point for the Arsenal. So I have to give the Emirates a 10, bro. I will never give the fans less than a 10. And the fans will get a default 10 for us, because the Arsenal fan base this season has been unbelievable. Genuinely so good, man. So good. Tommy gives it a 9. I guess it's not a 10 just for walking out early, maybe. But yeah, Arsenal fan base, I have no qualms about them whatsoever. They've been so good, man. If anyone just joined the stream, by the way, I appreciate you joining at this late time. It's 11:30 in the UK coming up too. Still streaming about the Arsenal game. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here for Arsenal-related content. Check out my channel. I've got a playlist for all the reactions to Arsenal from the start of the season against Crystal Palace right up to now. I've reacted to every single Arsenal game this season, man. It takes a lot of dedication. And it's been a roller coaster. I'm bearing in mind, on my 5th video, I think it was after Aston Villa, I put in a title saying title challenges. Imagine, after the 5th game in August. And I got laughed at for saying it, but it seems like we'll come to the end of the road. We're coming towards the end of the road anyway for Arsenal, man. We lose to Man City or we draw to Man City, the title is over, unfortunately, in my eyes. One of those things, man. Yet the fans have been brilliant. They have indeed, man. They have indeed. Emirates' better atmosphere these days. It has been. And look, under Unai Emery and the last days of Wenger and that time on the Arteta, when, to be fair, there was no fans in the stadium, which probably saved his skin a little bit. It was very dire. Like, it was toxic at the Emirates. Like, you could not sell a season ticket. Like, my uncle has a season ticket, right? And he could not sell the games. Nowadays, if he puts the games up, right? If he puts the games up for sale, They sell instantly on the Arsenal website, instantaneously. He gets an email the next second saying it's been sold. Do you do guest spots ever? I do want to do guest spots. I want to do fan cams as well for Arsenal games. So anyone that wants to do fans of opposition clubs, Arsenal, let me know if you want to do it, right? I want to do, what's it called? Fan cams, bring people on, get them to talk about Arsenal so it's not just me. I want to do it. DM me on Instagram, DM me on Twitter, etc. Anytime you can do. And also, I'm close to being monetized. When I get monetized, right, I'm going to start doing, I'm going to have memberships and start doing member-only streams where I can have like members come on and give their thoughts as well. That's my thought process. Let me know if that sounds good. But that's what I'm going to start to do as well, man. That's my thought process behind it. So yeah, stay tuned, Scott, for sure. I definitely want to do that, man. Have opportunity for fans come on, give their opinion. A little bit like the Arsenal Fan TV thing in a way, but like virtually, obviously. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking to as well. Have fans come on, give their fan cam. Opposition fans, Arsenal fans. I don't mind. I watch a lot of football. Anyone that's keeping up with the channel knows that I react to a lot of games, not just Arsenal games. I reacted to the Man United game yesterday, the City game before that, the Liverpool game on Monday, the Chelsea game on Tuesday. I react to a lot of football games. I watch a lot of football. So I've got a good insight into a lot of football clubs. So any team, you let me know who you support. I'll be happy to have you on. We can talk about your team. Arsenal fans, of course, as well. Let me know, bro. I'll talk about anything, man. I'll definitely be keen. Glad to hear, Scott. Follow you on Instagram. Perfect. So yeah, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Community tab as well. That's a place to look at. On my YouTube, the community tab. If you want to see my streaming schedule, I will leave it there. I'll let you know right now. My next stream will be tomorrow for Wrexham versus Bournemouth in the National League. That's the main thing, man. That's the main thing. Got to make sure that we bounce back Arsenal-wise. Wednesday, I'll be here to stream, obviously, that game. Wednesday, 10 p.m. The stream will start as soon as the game's done. A bounce back is required from Arsenal. No excuses anymore. Do you watch the Championship? Sometimes. I mean, I watched Norwich dismantle Middlesbrough. No, Middlesbrough dismantle Norwich 5-1 the other day. Sometimes. I don't really keep up with it much. I know what the standings are like. I should watch more, to be honest. But just because I'm a full-time student, I've got so much more to do. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time to watch more football. But it's one of those things, man. I try to watch as much as I can. I do want to start doing some more like championships stuff as well. I love to do football cover all sorts of football. Like I'm covering the National League tomorrow, for example. I'd love to be able to do that, man. My team's there. What's your team, Tommy? Let me know. From the Championship. Ooh, what team would you support from Championship? Let me know. I wanna see what team you support from the Championship, man. Delia needs to sell. Who's Delia, bro? Who's Delia? I don't know who that is. But yeah, main thing is, right, bounce back Arsenal. That's the main thing. That is the main thing. Capital of Wales. That is the clue. Well, Cardiff, are they in the Championship? Oh, Delia Smith, Norwich. There we go, Delia Smith. Yeah. Norwich, not Norwich. Cardiff. That's what I'm guessing. Cardiff and Swansea are in the Championship, but Swansea aren't. What's it called? Swansea aren't the capital of Wales. Swansea are in Wales, though. What I don't get is why are Welsh teams in the Premier League and Championship, but Scottish teams aren't. But that's what I don't get, man. Yeah, let's look at what's it called? The Championship table quickly before I end the stream. Championship. I know Burnley already promoted, right? So, oh wow, match day 44, 46. Championship's almost done. But they got to do playoffs. Oh, I'll cover the playoffs then. Championship playoffs, I will be here. Championship playoffs, I will be here. Make no mistake about that, man. So, Championship playoffs, stay tuned for that. Cardiff, yeah, there we go. I know my geography, man. I know my geography. Capital of Wales, Cardiff. Okay, so Burnley promoted basically. Sheffield United basically are promoted as well. Almost promoted anyway. Luton Town, Middlesbrough, Millwall, Blackburn Rovers are the teams right now that are in the hunt to get promoted because it's 3rd to 6th in the Championship in like the playoffs. Oh, that'd be nice, man. Imagine Luton, bro. Imagine Luton Town. Luton's the biggest dump in England, bro. Imagine Luton in the Premier League, man. I'm sorry if anyone's from Luton, by the way. I'm sure there won't be many of you. In a relegation, bro. I just saw right now, Cardiff are in 19th. Yeah, flirting with relegation. Dangerous and close with relegation as well, man. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. My next stream will be tomorrow. I appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Arsenal, 3-3. We pulled it back, but just could not quite do enough, man. Could not quite do enough to win the game. It's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. We'll be back hopefully on Wednesday. If we win that game, you'll see me bouncing. You'll see me delighted. And who knows, man? Who knows? Are Man City going to do the treble? Are Man City going to win 3 Premier Leagues in a row? Or are Arsenal going to bounce back from what seems like doom right now? Who knows, man? I watch all EPL, parts of Championship, and Wrexham, Lord. That's beautiful, man. Watching all sides of football. I'd love to be able to do the same thing, man. I'd love it. I wish I genuinely had the time to watch the Championship as well. I wish I did. Maybe if I didn't stream, I would. But I love streaming as well. So that's one of those things. Luton is bad. Yeah, it is, bro. Bad, genuinely. I remember that Luton plastic pitch. Bro, their stadium is terrible, man. Their stadium is terrible. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in, man. Leaving your thoughts as well as the player ratings as well. My next stream will be tomorrow. Make sure you all tune in for Wrexham versus Boreham Woods. Right here, 8:30 p.m. because the match starts at 6:30. As soon as the game's done, right here, leave your notifications as always. Subscribe if you're new around here. Otherwise, football, I appreciate everyone for tuning into the stream as always. If Wrexham do it, Wales had 4 clubs in the Football League for the first time since 1988. Oh, yeah, of course, Wrexham are from Wales. Exactly, man. That'd be brilliant, man. That'd be brilliant. Wrexham were a good team back in the day as well. I know they beat Arsenal back in the day 2-1. Good show. I appreciate it, Scott. I appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Hope to see you all in my next one. Otherwise, football, make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. Drop a like down below. Anyone watching as a video on demand now the stream's done, make sure you let me know in the comment section your thoughts on the game. And I hope to see you all in my next one.